Hello everybody, welcome to a special edition of That Surprise Witness TV on the road. Just 2 days ago, an assassination attempt was made against former President Donald Trump. In the hours since that fateful moment, more questions than answers have come up. And that's why we took it to the road to see what we could find.
Hello everybody. As you just saw in that intro, I did have occasion to go yesterday to Butler, Pennsylvania. Thank you to Shayne and his sister KB and their mom and their aunt for showing me around. Now I did have Shayne and his family on the channel the day before yesterday. The day that the incident did occur, I had them on the channel and we've been in touch, and I went yesterday to visit the site. As it turns out, Shayne's aunt lives walking distance. I mean, really almost kind of right next to the fair show, you know, the big parade grounds, the big place where the situation took place. Well, I got some footage. I want to show y'all what I found. And I have a lot of new findings just from gathering different clips from different witnesses. I did a little bit of a background check of sorts on this alleged shooter, Thomas Michael Crooks, and I have a lot of information to share with y'all in the upcoming days and weeks as I continue on with showing you what I found in this investigation. But today's video, I really want to focus on primarily just what I was able to gather from the scene myself. Now, they have the actual site blocked off completely. You cannot get into this site. They have police and Homeland Security or FBI and, you know, all these different people. But I was able to get a glimpse from the back view of the building that the alleged, you know, Michael Crooks did bear crawl to the top of or something like that. Now, one thing that Shayne and his family, especially his sister, did bring up on our video that we did, the live interview, she was not inside the parade grounds, you know, the stage, the bleachers. She said that she was on the side by a chain link fence area. And this is because she says that she wasn't really actually even planning to go, but her aunt was going, so her mom went, and then so she went. So here they are there. But being there, it gave them a specific vantage point. And she was able to see that there was apparently some type of motorcycle, a black motorcycle that pulled up into the parking lot of the building where the gunman was. And she said it all happened at the same time because, as we know, Trump started his speech around 6 o'clock, and by 6:15, I mean, we saw at least 2 people were no longer with us. Okay, so within a 15-minute time frame, all of this had to have happened. And she did go on to describe what this person was wearing.
My sister and my mom and my aunt were standing outside of the event where the was.
Because I was along the fence line. I was right there. I was standing feet from where the shooter was on the roof. It happened short moment. Like I'm only grasping it in moments because it seemed like such a quick time that it happened within, but it seems like it was only maybe 10, 13, 15-ish minutes that all of this transpired within. But I saw some gentleman pull up into the blocked off parking lot where there were only empty police cars that they had left to park. And this person came up on a black motorcycle. It was a Harley. They were wearing very tight black washed skinny jeans with a yellow "Don't Tread on Me" flag around their neck. They got off the motorcycle. I noticed them for a moment. I noticed them and I turned back around towards where Trump was, towards the fence to like listen. Just kind of, you know, like looking around, taking in the area around me, obviously all the way around me. And he is gone and he's no longer there. And so I looked to my right up the fence line and I did not see him. So he would be easy to spot in the crowd. And there's not very much farther than you could go from where I was looking. I looked back to where his bike was parked and I saw that the side door of the building was wide open. And I had walked right past that door maybe half an hour before Trump pulled up. I saw that that door was not open. I saw a police officer coming straight towards the door. I saw a state trooper coming from my right running, and I saw him draw his weapon, and then more cops came like running towards that general general area, fleeing around the building. All of a sudden, what I heard was 5 shots.
Y'all can go and watch that interview if you want to get all of the details, but she was very specific and very adamant that there was a motorcyclist who pulled up around the beginning point of this speech part of the rally. And she was talking about this motorcyclist, and she was talking about the fact that she saw him. She said what he was wearing. And then she said when she looked back to that building, the door to the building was all of a sudden open. She was very careful not to say that this was what she was actually saying. And I just want to be very clear. This is not what I am saying either. I'm just telling you what was said publicly by an eyewitness to this rally. I was able to get some evidence that would speak to some of those allegations.
Yeah, I was just recording what you were saying.
Oh, I was going to say that building so close.
What's going on at that building?
That was the building AGR. That was the building.
Well, we're not allowed back there, but if y'all can imagine if the trees were invisible, it's over there. Okay.
Yes. And then as we get further down, we'll have a better view of it.
Oh, we'll have a better view.
Yes. It's whole property. So we're only like 1,000 feet from where the rally was.
And y'all just walked.
Yeah, I walked from my parents' house to where we were able to enter. And so this is what a lot of people were doing yesterday. Just everyday Americans walking to a peaceful rally to express our First Amendment right. And
that turned out not so peaceful because there was a lunatic.
Right, a lunatic
who decided to climb the building
right behind these trees.
Oh my God.
And
so now that like literally 24.2 hours have passed.
Yes.
What, like, do you have anything new to like add, like any new impressions, like just kind of like your sense of the whole thing?
You know, if anything, it just taught me to like be a little patient. Don't react on anything. There's a lot of different chatter. You know, we just need to take a pause, let everything process and sit with our gut and, you know, come to terms with what you believe in, not what you're being.
So as we were there behind the building, again, it was mostly blocked off. We could only get so close to it. She discovered and alerted me that the motorcycle that motorcyclist had gotten off of that day, now this is the very next day after the rally, it was still there.
So yesterday I was here at the Trump rally in Butler, PA, where the shooting happened, the building where it happened.
Okay.
And yesterday I saw a strange man pull up on this black motorcycle.
You did say
right
that.
in front of this door right here that you can see that the right side door was open and that motorcycle is still here today. Why is it still here? I have no idea. The random person with the flag, they disappeared. What is with that? I'm not sure, but there it is right there.
Where?
Right there.
There.
Yeah, okay, wait. So,
Can you see it? Here, take it. Here. Take the mic.
yep. There is the black motorcycle right there in front of the door. The right door is the door that was open where the mysterious man opened the door. I'm guessing walked into.
This is wild.
There is the black motorcycle right there at the door and walked. I'm guessing walked into.
Oh my God, Brittany, you can see the whole.
So whoever this guy was, you know, if he showed up on this motorcycle and he left, he didn't leave on the motorcycle. And the motorcycle's still there. Who's the motorcycle for? What's the motorcycle for? I don't know. I have no idea. But I do think it's interesting, you know, just that whole series of events, you know, a door open, plus the guy that got there late, plus him having his motorcycle in a place where she said only police cars were at that point. I don't know if motorcycles were allowed there, were not allowed there. I am just kind of like you and like all of y'all, a member of the public. I'm a concerned citizen, and I just went there to gather any information that I could. And now I'm making this video in the hopes that it will alert anybody who does see it, who this could maybe piece some things together for or with in order to help with the larger investigation, because I'm a major opponent to this type of an attempt on anyone for any reason. There's a lot of reasons why I want to share this information publicly with y'all, and you know, whatever. I'm happy to answer any questions from anybody. I'm hoping the FBI is doing its job, and I have faith that they are. And so, yeah, I mean, hopefully they can even come across this and maybe they'll investigate into this motorcycle situation. It could be nothing. And she even says that too, y'all. I want to be very clear. Like, I don't want to make it seem like she's trying to say, oh no, this guy was the shooter. She never said that. And even in person yesterday when we spoke, she never said that. She just wants to draw attention to it. And I believe it's very important to draw attention to the things that people who are eyewitnesses to these events are saying, which is why I have more videos coming soon analyzing and comparing and contrasting some of the different eyewitness statements. There was also something else I noticed yesterday. There was this guy that was walking around like knocking on people's doors, and he had these papers, and I don't know what he was doing, but I'm going to try and isolate the audio on that part because we did get a video of him, and I'm going to try and see if we can tell what he is saying on that part. I don't really know.
Yes. No, in a car. So we're not specify where the car is or what type of car it is. And the only one that we know of was that the electrical vehicle and talked to people nearby. So I don't think
one day in the future, I'll come back and I'll provide commentary on this stuff for y'all. I'll come back and I'll tell y'all what was going on different, where I was and where things were. But I think for the purposes of this video, I'm going to let the footage speak for itself for the most part. But I will be doing a separate video where I really give my thoughts, my opinion, and my commentary on everything going on kind of from here. But I wanted to put the record out there in full of what things that I saw and what was being said yesterday on the scene. Again, yesterday was July 14th, 2024, which was one day after the event took place. So it was about 24 hours after the event took place whenever I arrived in Butler, Pennsylvania. And what follows next is what I was able to ascertain. Hello, everybody. We're reporting here, probably not live, but from the scene of yesterday's incidents. It is ominous, to say the least. We have the flag ever so blowing. Like, this is the infamous flag. We have spectators behind us. We have news to the left. News. Trump with an AK and a bazooka on a flag over there on the back of slides. There's a man on his lawn with a can of beer, and to top it all off, there is a deer carcass right to my about 1 o'clock. But yes, we are here. Fortunately, the weather is great. The weather is fantastic. This is a beautiful part of the country. I've never had the occasion to visit. Over here, yes, we have someone who has joined our man with the can of beer. It is very surreal to be here. The roads are blocked off to get in here because, like, technically the entrance of this place on the GPS I think is down that way. But yeah, that's pretty much the first impressions. We are going to meet with Shayne and family, and we're going to discuss with them the mysterious van that was parked outside of Shayne's aunt's house. The same house, the same aunt we talked to last night on the video.
There, that's where the shooter was.
Stand by, guys. Here we go.
And like I said, that's pretty much just what I saw whenever I went there. Thank you. Huge thank you to Shayne and KB and your family for showing us around. I will be making another trip back to Butler in the near future once they kind of lift some of the restraints and the lockdowns and things and they're done with the investigation on the ground, because I would like to see where certain things happened and where things were situated and camera angles and all that. But of course, civilians like me are not allowed on those grounds right now, which does make sense. They're doing their investigation and all of that. So that's what I was able to see. I'm not really sure what's going on with that guy knocking on people's doors. I wasn't able to talk to him, but stay tuned as I try to gather more information. And if y'all find more information also, just send it to me too, because I'm very interested in getting more details about what happened and comparing some of this footage and the on-the-ground witness statements and stuff like that. That's all I really had for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation and neither are opinions. Love you, mean it, okay, bye. Welcome into my world. You're playing my game. Thought that you could come up and they're fitting off of my knee. Talking out the side of your neck like you're insane. Cortisol levels to the roof. Inflame. Kids these days so shameless. Selling out real friends for a paycheck. Mom and
lie behind my back. Won't be long till you share it in the group chat. And when I call you up, you're gonna backtrack. And you should've kept my name out your mouth. As we go, how it all